It's not anything to be ashamed of to say, well, it kind of looks like that structure's worked quite well for the entire duration of mankind, and so maybe we mess with it at our peril.
You're hearing about family values from the childless and unmarried. Don't follow them.
The women have to stop blaming men for their sense of malaise or misery.
I didn't create you people to kill and torture and rape each other. I created you to be good to each other. I love the God who had a flood.
Well, surprise, surprise, the left hates kids. I'm making this video in response to the article about mini AOC being basically yeeted off of the internet by her parents because radical leftists have started calling, doxing, and threatening an 8-year-old child for a parody of AOC. My God, I won't even say her full name. She who cannot be named will be her name from now on. Not really. Not really at all. But no, seriously. An 8-year-old was doxxed, and they've had calls to their personal cell phones threatening their lives over a parody account about a child who looks like AOC and does spoof videos. Now, apparently in a Fox News interview, the child reveals that she kind of likes AOC a little bit. So it's not like these parodies were done out of pure malice. That there is a light-hearted innocence to the spoof. But we've seen this before. This hatred of children manifests in several other ways. The Desmond is amazing phenomena, where a mother decided, hey, my kid should dress up as a drag kid and have money thrown at him in a gay strip club. And then had the gall, the audacity to be surprised when pedophiles started lusting after her child. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why the surprise? Why the shock and awe that a pedophile would be attracted to a child who's been sexualized? This is because the left does not understand innocence. They don't understand children. They don't understand that these are not sexual objects, that their children are not political statements. There was another case in Brazil where a pair of angry lesbians decided to create a homemade botched gender reassignment surgery for a male child because they thought the child should identify as trans. This is a disease on the left. That they have no love for children whatsoever. Another example of this is the border crisis. They know there's a border crisis. They know that there is there's a child trafficking phenomenon on the border, and they don't care. They want to pretend now that Trump not letting them in is hurting them. No, it's them making the journey. It's letting the coyotes, letting the human traffickers through a porous border that encourages the behavior that victimizes children. And but it goes a little deeper than that. It's not just that they hate children. It's that they are entirely self-centered and entirely selfish in their motivations, even on other policies. The idea that we should eradicate student debt now, give everyone free health care now, all of these have everything to do with not giving a damn about the future. It's all about me, now. And a society cannot be built that way. You cannot have a society that does not invest in itself and invest in its future. And that's what children represent. Children represent an investment in the future. They are a sacrifice. They are a burden. And the left seems so adamantly driven to using children for political gain in the immediate present, and it is harming their children, and they don't seem to give a single shit about it. And this is amazing. That this is the kind of behavior that will topple a civilization. Once you go below the replacement rate, once you start not caring or investing in your future, all you're doing is waiting for someone to conquer you. That's all you're doing. You're waiting for some bigger, badder fish to grow in the outliers, in the periphery, to come and eat your ass. That's how nature works. That's how civilizations fall. Is when we do not honor our future. We don't care about the future. We don't invest in the future. And this has been sort of a long time coming. That this is kind of hand in hand with the erosion of parents' rights. You're not allowed to discipline your child in the way that you were disciplined. So you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Everything you want to do, you can't do because it's illegal, supposedly. And what do we have left? What honestly do we have left to love and discipline and raise our children if all that we've been taught and all that we've been given, we're incapable of passing on because it's politically incorrect, and that it might actually lead to your confinement. And it's clear from all of their behavior, from all of their manifest observable behavior, the left clearly does not give a single damn about children. Whether it is making them sex objects, whether it is turning them into sexually confused individuals. Let me give you all a clue. Your child cannot be gay, transgender, gender fluid, none of that nonsense. They cannot be any of those things until they're old enough to decide whether they're the top or the bottom of the relationship. They can't decide whether they're trans, gay, lesbian, none of that non-binary bullshit until they can figure out whether they're pitching or receiving. That's a good measurement. Let your kid grow up a little bit before you start indoctrinating them with utter trash. Let them at least, come to the sense of themselves, where they can, where they know, oh, if I'm gay, it means I have these options ahead of me and I can make these decisions. Stop blatantly brainwashing a child to the point where they decide, I'm gay. Well, what does that mean? I don't really know. I like that boy over there, and have absolutely no idea what that means. These things mean something. They have consequences. And I do not... The left hates kids, guys. They don't want children being children anymore. They have to be something else. They have to perform in a way that's... I can't even explain it. They have to perform in a way that is politically correct and will give them virtue signal points. It's nauseating to think about that you would put your child in that position just so you could hear someone clapping in the background. And here's a clue. Hardly anyone's fucking clapping. Hardly anyone cares about your progressive agenda. In fact, if most humans, most Americans could be honest, we want to slap your ass. We want to wring you by the throat and ask you, what the fuck are you doing? Let your child be a child. And I'm not even going to get into, whether kids like playing with Barbies or G.I. Joe. This is not on that level. This is not to the level of deciding what your kids wear or what your kids play with. This is about leftists literally putting children in harm's way for political gain. And I find it carnally repulsive. That's it, guys. Have a great day. And as always, stay carnal. Bye.